I have released every single player from the top 7 leagues. Why? Don't know. Just thought it might be funny, see what happens. So yeah, England, Spain, Italy, Germany, France, Portugal, and Holland have all had their squads completely wiped. That's reserves, under 18s, and of course, first team squad and managers. Staff are gone as well. So, what's going to happen? Will the status quo change? Will some clubs come through and pick up some of the superstars? Well, we're going to find out in this simulation. Let's get into it. And here's the shortlist, ladies and gentlemen. Every bugger is gone. Who is wanted by who? Saudi Arabia want Mbappe. Rodri's wanted by PSG. Erling Haaland's wanted by PSG. Bernardo Silva's wanted by PSG. Why are no Premier League teams wanting them? Al Ittihad, PSG. Robert Lewandowski, PSG. Vinicius Jr., PSG. What the kid hell's going on here? Going down, Phil Foden, PSG. Yeah. PSG, Barella. PSG and Ajax. No English teams want anyone. PSG and Ajax for Modric. Jesus, available to sign on free. No one wants him. Donnarumma. Ajax. Okay, I don't know. Weird. And if we look at the Premier Division, the season preview changed? No, it hasn't. What the hell's going on here? Zaniolo is on loan from Galatasaray. Have I made a mistake? Is he at Aston Villa still? Oh yeah, he is. So maybe there might have been a few players that have crept through with loans still. Centre-back in the Media Dream 11. Doesn't play centre-back. Jack Harrison's in net. Certainly doesn't play in goal. On loan from Leeds to Everton. 4 players have snuck through. Can't say fair, and that's not too bad, is it? Not too bad. The Media Dream 11. So the media predictions as follows. Still got the usual suspects down near the bottom. Man City to win the league. United up in 3rd. That's unusual, isn't it? That is unusual. Of course, got no players. Under 21's gone. Under 18's gone. As you can see, greyed out players, and they're all crap. So, yeah, it is what it is. They're all 16, 17, and 18. All these greyed out players. They will go. They will certainly go. So, I've actually simulated through quite a while, about 70 years, but we're going to go through just 1 year to begin with to see how things progress. Okay, so in terms of current ability, well, look at this then. Erling Haaland, PSG. Kevin De Bruyne, PSG. Vinicius Jr. has gone to Saudi on 33 grand a week. Oh, he's had his pants. Wow. Got no words. Kylian Mbappe's also gone to Saudi. Al Fayed. It's on 45k a week. He was on like 800,000 pounds a week at PSG. Normally, you get double that in Saudi for your average player. Kylian Mbappe should be on about 2 million. 45,000 pounds a week. Steele, Bukayo Saka, PSG, Ederson, PSG, Jude Bellingham's at Chelsea, Harry Kane's at PSV, Ter Stegen's at Al Ittihad, Salah's at Arsenal, Messi's still at Inter Miami, Musiala's gone to Al Shabab, Phil Foden's at Arsenal. Let's have a look. Thibaut Courtois back at Chelsea, Araujo's gone to PSG, Son is at Liverpool, Rodri's at Chelsea, Lautaro Martinez at Chelsea, Ruben Diaz at Chelsea, Antoine Griezmann at Liverpool, Saliba at Real Madrid, Bernardo Silva at Inter Milan. I'm skipping over the team players that have gone to Saudi and stuff because we've just established not getting loads of money. Teo Hernandez, PSG. Dejan Kulusevski, PSG. Enzo Fernandez has gone back to Argentina, to River. Pedri has gone to Bournemouth. That's a rogue shout, isn't it? Gone to Bournemouth, old Pedri, £25,000 a week. Josh Kimmich at Arsenal. Pau Torres at Newcastle. Martinelli and Donnarumma both at Real Madrid. Man City have got Lisandro Martinez. Jan Oblak at Bournemouth. Bournemouth have got a couple of good players, haven't they? Valverde Inter. Luke Shaw and Mike Maignan at Liverpool. Harvey Elliott at Man City with Ilkay Gundogan back there. Sven Botman also. Reece James at Arsenal. Leroy Sané at PSV. And we could keep going. Shall we keep going? So, Alphonso Davies at Arsenal. Look at this. Kyle Walker not found a club. Wanted by Saudi. Anthony Gordon at Man City. And there we go. We're going to leave it there for the time being. Marcus Rashford at Brentford. Who won the Premier League? Man City. What? Anything unusual happened there then? Brighton up in 4th. So, Man City. Let's have a look. Luis Enrique's in charge. Who've Man City got then? Best player. Lisandro Martinez, as we saw. Harvey Elliott, Ilkay Gundogan, Sven Botman, Anthony Gordon. Yves Bissouma, Bruno Guimaraes. Aaron Ramsdale's in between the sticks. Domenico Berardi's there. Jonathan Tah. Rico Henry. Olivier Giroud. Destiny Udogie. Not bad. Not bad at all. Arsenal. Javi Garcia's in charge. Who've they got? Not a big squad. Some good players, some heavy hitters, but not a big squad. Trippier, Ugarte, Rudiger, who we didn't see. Look at the Brighton here. Graham Potter's back at Brighton, ladies and gentlemen. You've got Alejandro Baldi and Victor Boniface, Jared Branthwaite as well. West Ham and Wolves making up the top 6. Chelsea down in 7th, and we saw some good players at Chelsea. So even with all those good players, they still can't do anything. Yeah, Jude, Courtois, Rodri, Martinez, Ruben Diaz. You've got to say that's an underachieving season for Chelsea. Who have Wolves got then? Eddie Howe's in charge. No business finishing that high up, Wolves. No business whatsoever. West Ham, again, no business being so high up. United down here in 9th. Just checking on United because I support them. They've signed 4 keepers. 5 players they've signed who are over 100 current ability. Guillaume Restes, not bad. Martinez. Lucas Fabianski, who's now retiring. 3 of them were goalkeepers. 3 of the 5 that are over 100 current ability goalkeepers. And United still managed to finish 9th. Burnley, Forest and Luton have gone down. And that's the Premier League for you. Spanish First Division, Real Madrid have won it. Atletico, Barca, the big three. The big three. We've seen Real Madrid with some of their players, yeah. Canate, Pavard, Partey, Riquelme, Kurt Zuma. Oh, keep your cats away. Elijah Jalere, Fafana, Mason Greenwood. Let's leave that. Moving swiftly on. Barcelona. Real Madrid have found some controversial people, haven't they? Barcelona haven't really signed anyone great, have they? 150, Jesper Karlsson, best player. Antonio Conte's in charge. Atletico Madrid still got Simeone in charge. Ryan Gravenberch, probably their best player. Well, is their best player. No problem about it. Serie A, Inter Milan have won the league. Who've they signed? Bernardo Silva, Valverde, Dio Upamecano. That's about it, really. No one really else to speak of. Bundesliga, FC Bayern, of course. Nagelsmann's in charge, and Bayern have bloody bought no one. Liga Uber Eats was PSG, and as we saw, PSG have got bloody Jose in charge. And look at who they've bought. I mean, oh my God. What an absolute plethora of talent. They must have won the Champions League. And they did. They did win the Champions League, did PSG, of course, beating Barcelona in the final. Only 1-0, but they did win it all the same. Eredivisie won by Ajax, and Portuguese League won by Benfica. So we're going to probably focus in on the top 5 leagues a little bit more on some of the teams over the first few years. We'll see where players do go. Any transfers to sort of speak of that weren't free over the next few years. So we will be checking in on that. So PSG did win the Champions League. The Europa League was won by Ajax, and the Conference League was won by FCSB. That's is that Steaua Bucharest? It is. It's in Bucharest. Yeah, Steaua Bucharest. Unaffected by my tinkering and releasing of players. So yeah, we've had a look at the shortlist, and we've had a look at the first season. So what's that? If you've released all the managers, surely Ralph's got a job. That's a very good point. Thank you, kind sir. He's the manager of bloody West Bromwich Albion. Ralph Hasenhüttl. He's coming to West Brom straight away on the 17th of 12th. Not straight away. He's bottom of the Championship. On alphabetical order, of course. Of course, it's alphabetical order. So who went up? Norwich, Southampton and Leicester. Leeds getting Conference League football from 4th. That's a Carabao Cup win if I've ever seen one. And West Brom 7th. And Ralph guided them to promotion. So in terms of the shortlist, we're going to quickly just scoot down here. I'm not seeing any transfer. Hang on. Camavinga at Man City. He was at Al Ain. He's gone for £16 million. £16 million. Can you believe that? Harry Kane's under a £105 million bid from Al Hilal. Here's where you're going to cash in there. I'm just quickly scrolling down. I've not seen anyone move, really. Florian Wirtz is at AC Milan. I don't think he was probably not as good to be up the list. He's probably improved quite a bit to get himself up that list. Or unless I just scrolled past him and missed him. Hendricks come to Real Madrid. That loan move, that future transfer, should I say, being on the cards. Yeah, not a lot's happened. So Man City again. Man City have won the Premier League again by 12 points. United have got relegated with Spurs. So United, Tony Mowbray's in charge of Man United, okay, and they've not signed anyone great. I mean, they've done better than the first season, but they've not signed Premiership quality players, and they've got themselves relegated. Tottenham, Raphael Vicky's in charge again. Probably a better team than United, relegated along with Palace. Southampton up in 4th, Leicester in 7th, Brentford in 8th. Yeah, some interesting manoeuvres there. Spain, Real Madrid have won it. Italy, AC Milan won it this time. Did we check AC Milan's team? Florian Wirtz, Gonzalo Ramos, Eric Garcia, Jacob Ramsey, Tino Livramento, Diego Dallo, Memphis Depay, 128. But he's fallen off, hasn't he? God, look how bad his polygon is. Bundesliga. Dusseldorf have won the bloody league. Fair play, Dusseldorf. Beating Bayern Munich by 3 points. Daniel Thune is in charge. I don't know who he was. How the hell have Dusseldorf won the league? Dusseldorf won the league. Tom Roth is in Valentin Carboni, Isaac Johannesson. Don't really recognise anyone else other than those three. Tom Roth was at Dortmund in the youth team. Remember that from the last Football Manager. Decent-ish left back. Valentin Carboni, he starts off at Inter Milan. He went to Verhen Wiesbaden and he came for 1.3 million to Dusseldorf, where he got 15 and 34 in a league winning season. Fair play to him. Liga, PSG, Eredivisie, Ajax, Portugal, FC Porto. I would have thought that PSG have won the Champions League again, but I'd be wrong. It was Real Madrid beating Liverpool. The Europa League was won by AC Milan, beating West Ham. And FC Copenhagen beat Leeds in the Conference League final. Leeds did absolutely brilliantly, to be fair. Daniel Farke has done a barking good job. Hey, there's your pun. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Please do subscribe if you're new around here. But that's 2 years in, and the status quo hasn't really changed much. Well, United and Tottenham have got relegated. That's kind of entertaining. The fact that City won the Premier League twice in a row has annoyed me somewhat. If they make it 3 in a row, I'll be livid. So, anyone moved up here? I mean, Vinicius Jr. is still at Alveda. He's on £33,000 a week. He's wanted by Man City, so Man City are probably going to splash the cash. Kylian Mbappe is still at Alfea. There for another 2 years. 45k a week. 45k a week. Yeah, nothing's happened in terms of transfers, really. Chelsea have won the Premier League. They were second that season. Where were they the first season? They were seventh. So they underachieved. We did see how good the players they'd signed were. Everton, West Brom and Hull have gone down this season. Fulham up in fourth. Who Fulham got? Yeremy Pino, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Nathan Collins, Max Bayer, Koei Takura. Yeah, not too bad. Julian Rykhoff. So okay signings, and they've overachieved, finishing fourth. Personally, that's my opinion. Liverpool, I think we checked in on Liverpool, have we? Julian Alvarez, we've seen a few of them. Yeah, Luke Shaw, Mike Mannion. Valentin Carboni's been signed for 23.5 million from Dusseldorf. Mickey van der Ven, Yunus Musa, Eni Sesko down here at 147. Your best friend and mine. He moved for £45.5 million from Alaves, where he had a pretty decent spell. Chelsea winning the Premier League then. Real Madrid winning the Spanish League for the 3rd year in a row. The Italian League won by AC Milan. Bayern Munich back on top in the Bundesliga. Liga, PSG. Ajax again in the Eredivisie and the Portuguese Superliga. It is Sporting CP. In terms of Europe, PSG have got their 2nd Champions League. Nice won the Europa League and Roma won the Conference League. So we're 3 years in, and I'm a little bit underwhelmed by the way some of the teams have maintained their ability. Brendan Rodgers is in charge at West Ham. The Sky Bet Championship has been won by Manchester United. They won on 92 points. Tottenham also going up. Tony Mowbray got them to the Premier League. He's now favoured personnel. Tony Mowbray. Ralph, what happened here? He's at San Sebastian. He got promoted via the playoffs with West Brom. We didn't check in on him, did we? Didn't go down to the Championship at luck last season, and he got promoted. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but Ralph has won a trophy, won promotion, and we missed it. He's gone to Real Sociedad in Spain, where he's having a bloody good time, isn't he? Mid-table, fair play, Ralph. Right, we're 3 years in. We've got a long way to go. I'm going to go to 2030, 4 more years from now. See if a little bit of something starts to happen. They're the best players in the league. Well, Erling Haaland, best player in the world still at PSG. Vinicius Jr. is at Man City, £102 million. Warren Zaire-Emery came from Metz for £50 million to Arsenal. Kylian Mbappe is also at Man City, £107 million. Well, Man City are going to be cleaning up the Premier League, aren't they? Two of the top 4 players in the world are at Man City. He's a regen. Jude Bellingham still at Chelsea. Saka, Musiala. Musiala's gone to PSG. He wasn't there. He was at Al Shabab, £67 million. Don't mind if we do. Moises Caicedo at Leicester. Florian Wirtz, AC. And yeah, Lamine Yamal has gone to Inter Milan. He was at Lille. Left them on a free. Fair play. And yeah, again, we're not seeing tons of transfers. It's like teams just don't want to sign players from anywhere else. Josko Gvardiol has gone to Arsenal. He was at Bournemouth for £82 million. But I would have thought there'd been a lot more moves going around, especially for the teams that have got quite a bit of money. In the last few years, well, 4 years we've had 3 wins for Man City and 1 win for Chelsea. So Man City have kept up that tradition of winning the league a lot. Real Madrid, Barcelona and Sevilla have got so Real Madrid have won 2, Barcelona got 1 and Sevilla have got 1. So Spanish league is starting to make a little change. AC Milan are dominating it in Italy. Dortmund have won a Bundesliga, but Bayern have won 3 in a row since. PSG just walking France as per usual. Ajax are walking the Dutch league, and Sporting, Benfica and Porto have shared the spoils in Portugal. And the winners of the Champions League have been Barca, PSG, Inter and Arsenal. Villarreal, Leicester, Napoli and Arsenal winning the Europa League, and a few teams winning. FC Bayern winning the Conference League. Where the hell did Bayern finish that season to get into the Conference League? Must have been the 5th. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. There we go then. We've had a lot of players move around and not a lot's happened. Not a lot's happened. It's been one of those sort of situations where the status quo has sort of kind of remained the same. Ralph Hasenhüttl was still at Real Sociedad. He's wanted by Lazio. He is, 3rd place manager of the year, runner-up manager of the year. United getting relegated again 4 years ago when Man City won the league. We're just going to quickly look through and see if any teams have been relegated. United up again and then down again. So United yo-yoing around like a good one. Martin Patterson in charge. Everton also going down. West Ham and Fulham are still maintaining themselves up in the Champions League places. Well, I say that. The season before that, they were down in 13th and 14th respectively. So it's a very fluctuating league. It's a very up and down, topsy-turvy kind of time. But there are some teams that are yo-yoing around. And one of them, of course, is Manchester United, which will be of great joy to many of you watching who aren't United fans. For those of you who are United fans like me, then it's a bit of a kick in the balls, isn't it? It could have been anyone. It had to be United. But it's 2030. We have gone to 2090. I'm painfully aware that we've gone very few years. And we've dilly-dallied for quite a while. We're going to go 5 years to 2035 now. And see how things are there, because there will still be some of these legit, real players knocking about. Matteo Branda at Man City is unhappy about failing to win the Premier Division. He's at 199, signed for £36 million from Benfica, a steal. Bonzeremi is the best player in the game who is not a regen. Jude Bellingham's still at Chelsea. Erling Haaland's falling off a bit at PSG, he's 34 years old, wanted by Saudi Arabia. We've got a lot of players that are regens now. New gens, regens, whichever side of the fence you sit on. That's what a lot of the players are now. So the Premier Division over the last 5 years has been won by, never been won twice in a row. City, Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Arsenal. Arsenal managerless. Kieran McKenna in charge of City. Regen in charge of Chelsea. Spain, Real Madrid 5 times in a row. Boring. Inter and AC swapping it around in Italy. Again, Dortmund once, Bayern 4 times in Germany. Bit dull. PSG have just won every single time in the French league. Shared around between Feyenoord, AZ and Ajax for the last 5 years in the Netherlands, and Portugal has been Benfica 4 times and Porto once. The Champions League, well, Arsenal 4 in 5 years. PSG have also won another, and Inter Milan beating AC in the final in a Milan derby for the Champions League final. What scenes that would have been! AZ beating Monaco there in the most recent season. Leicester and Newcastle also won the Europa League. Chelsea winning the Conference League. Leeds winning the Conference League back here. I hope to do that myself with my current Leeds save, which I'm back playing, ladies and gentlemen. Season 2 is in the books and it is ready to be edited. A lot of work editing it, and I prefer to do these for editing. It's a bit quicker, and I've got to catch up after my holiday. But that's admin that you guys do not need to know about. But Season 3, playing it, has started. Having a lot of fun. It's nothing better than growing your wonder kids. Rooney Bargy, love you. Where is Rooney Bargy in this world? He's at Inter Milan. £31.5 million he was signed for. He's 29 years old. Bloody Saudi Arabia want him already. Mental. So it's 2035. It's 2035. All the real players are going to be leaving in the very near future. We'll have one final check-in on Ralph. He's the manager of Austria. He left San Sebastian to go to Poland. Now he's at Austria. He'll be retired by the time we come back. Everyone will be, because we're going to go through to 2091, I believe it is. And we're going to see if the status quo has changed throughout, because releasing everyone, not a lot's happened. A lot more. I thought a lot more would happen than it has. So maybe we're going to rerun this, where we release a load of players and everything. But you guys, give me some tips and give me some things that we can also do, some little bit of seasoning to make it a little bit more varied and a little bit more mental, I guess. So let's go to 2091. You guys have a think. Get in the comments down below. So the Premier League, City winning it. Leicester have won a few. That's nice to see. Arsenal, City. Leicester have won quite a few actually. Liverpool had a bit of a spell, didn't they? Leicester again. So Leicester have always been in and amongst it actually for the last like 40 odd years. Man City, West Ham have won a couple. So how many have Leicester won? 1 in real life, 8 in the total. So 7 in this experiment. Man City have got far too many for my liking. West Ham, 2. Yeah, nice to see. Liverpool, yeah, too many. Champions Leagues. Well, we're already going to Champions Leagues. Arsenal, Fiorentina have won one. City have won quite a few. Leicester have won a few Champions Leagues. That's also very nice to see. Oh, Roma, how many times have been runner-up? West Ham runner-up as well. Roma have won a few as well as being runner-up. I think Roma have probably done quite well in Serie A. Shall we check? Yes, Roma have done bloody well. So have Parma, Fiorentina. That's nice to see. Excellent. Medina up here. AC Milan and Inter Milan had their strangleholds till the 50s and then bang. I mean, I say bang like it was a sudden impact. I mean, they carried on until the 60s with a few sprinkled in other winners. And then bang. Only Inter winning one there up here and like over 20 odd years. Roma absolutely dominating. And that is the second league in terms of current reputation. 100 points for Fiorentina in the most recent season. Bundesliga, well, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Wolfsburg, Mönchengladbach, HSV Hoffenheim had a nice spell in the 40s. About it. Dull as dishwater, the German league. Spanish division, Barca, Real Madrid, Atletico. Real Madrid won it for... Oh, but if you don't count Barcelona's one win there, Real Madrid won it for 32 years. In 33 years, Real Madrid won it 32 times. Atletico Madrid coming through here with quite a few. Barcelona as well. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm surprised PSG haven't just continued winning it. They did keep winning it until the mid-40s. Monaco then had a spell of 3. PSG, then Monaco back. Ajaccio winning quite a few here. Brest winning... I mean, they never won it as like 2 in a row. They never won it as a pair, so we can't make a Brest pun. So, because we can't make a Brest pun, we're going to sit here in silence and mourn the tit joke that could have been. Lille then won, like, what? 10 in a row? Randomly. Portugal, Porto, Leixos, Benfica, Brugge. Benfica have just absolutely dominated Portugal. Less said about that, the better. And NEC Nijmegen have been winning most recently. Feyenoord have won quite a lot as well. Feyenoord have actually won the most. They have actually got a Champions League. That was in 1970. No Champions League in this experiment for Feyenoord. As we saw, we did see the past winners of the Champions League. The Europa League... I mean, we're going to quickly just scroll down here, see if there's anyone of note to sort of speak of. Man United there, winning the Europa League, getting themselves back into a little bit of form. They're currently 19th in the Premier Division, getting relegated in the final season. I could have come back at any point. How many times have they yo-yoed? Oh my God. Of all the bloody... They came back up in the 36-37 season. And they've been consistently in the Premier League until 2087-88 when they went down. Then they spent 2 years, came back up, and then they've gone down again. Straight away. So of all, we could have come back at any point in the 70s and the 80s. We went to 2091. Of course, United getting relegated right at the bloody end. Anything else to sort of speak of? Lincoln getting relegated. Tom FM will be sad. Not that he's watching. He's definitely not watching, is he? Too busy watching his views roll in. Go on, Tom lad. Some good videos though. Fully deserved. From the goats of the FM game. Middlesbrough up in there getting Conference League football. And that's about it. There's not really a lot more to sort of delve in on. Is there? I'm a bit nonplussed by this one. It was underwhelming to be perfectly frank. So we do want some different variables in one of these kind of experiments. So do please give me them. Let me know in the comments down below of any ideas that you've got where we can we might not have to release everyone. We might just release first team players and put transfer embargo. I don't know. Just give me suggestions because I do like the idea of causing carnage by releasing loads of players. A lot of fun. And yeah, other than that, if you're not already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, take good care of yourselves, gang. I'll see you soon.